Happy New Year to you, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directive. Welcome to my channel. Here we generally work with the energy of the moon, but today we're going to take a look ahead at 2020 and see what it holds for you. We're going to take a look at each of the months and a little overview of them, what would be the best way to work with that energy, and then we're going to cover a little bit about what's your superpower for manifestation. We're going to look at health and what is the best way for you, a little advice on that. We're going to look at a little advice about love. Why not? Why not? It's always good. And then we'll take a look at your soul's growth this year and what trajectory you're on and what kind of information you've used there. And a little final word from Spirit. I did took a few minutes to get into everybody's energy before I started, and yours was have fun with your inner child. It needs to be let out to play. So that was the special message for the year ahead for you from Spirit. And your overall energy is true love. And I want you to notice that she's offering that true love to herself. And so this is about self-love, self-nurturing, self-care this year for you, letting your inner child out to play, falling in love with life again, being in the now and the present moment, and finding the joy and the happiness in each now moment. And so that kind of feels like the overall energy for Cancer this year. You're moving out of that energy of the North Node as it slips into Gemini. It moves into Gemini in May, and it does an eclipse in Sagittarius and one in Gemini, and then it slides back for July into the Capricorn Cancer axis again, and so you'll get one more eclipse in July. But first, there's the eclipse coming up, that full moon lunar eclipse that's happening in Cancer on January 11th, and that is followed by that exact perfection of a conjunction between Saturn and Pluto on the 12th. So the energy for January for most people has been pretty difficult because there's that final release, letting go in order to cleanse the area and move forward. And so I've noticed a trend of when we get to Saturn moving into Aquarius that things get a little lighter and brighter, and then Saturn will go retrograde back into, so that happens in March, and it retrogrades back in June. Yeah, in June, and stays in Capricorn until it completes on December 17th, moving into Aquarius. And on the 1st of December, there is another conjunction with Jupiter over at the first degree of Aquarius between Saturn and Jupiter. So it's a power-packed year. There's a lot happening, a lot of energy. I do want to take a moment, though, to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. If you will connect with me by doing that, it does a couple of things. It helps me to be able to tap into your energy when I'm meditating on your energy. And the other thing it does is it keeps YouTube from unsubscribing you. They need you to be interactive with the channels that you watch, not just this one, but any of them. So hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment, be excellent. It helps me to get my videos up into the analytics, which allows more people to have access to them. And it's been surprising this time. One of my videos really took off, the Capricorn one did, and some of the things that I got messages on from that, it ended up really helping some people. So you can help others, you could spread the word, spread the light, and it just takes a moment to hit that thumbs up. So I appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into what's going on for the year. My videos are still on sale. The pre-recorded ones are still on sale through the 31st. So these are coming down on the 30th, so you have like a day to order those, and the price does go up on January 1st. So if you pre-order it, you can buy it now, and maybe you want one with your birthday or something like that. So you can get it later if you'd like, or you can get it now. So look at this. You're starting out in January using the Ascended Masters. So spirituality is really, really being highlighted here. So this is about you really getting in touch with who you are, using the energy of letting go through this eclipse and this Saturn Pluto conjunction, really allowing you to transform your life at the spiritual level, which opens the doorway to allow you to really fall in love with yourself and accept yourself, the shadow and the light. This is what you've been working on for like the past year, and you still have another 6 months of this work with the nodes, but it is a chance to really let go of the things in the past that do not work to allow yourself to move forward. And so using the peace and the higher conscious level and really getting in touch with your spirit guides is going to help you. So we have travel coming up in February, so this could be moving, but it's usually business travel will pick up, or maybe you're going on a vacation. If you're in the Great White North, maybe you want to get away and go do a little spring breaking or a little warm weather travel, so planning ahead for that. March, we are behind the mask. So someone, probably you, is keeping something to yourself, or they're keeping something from you, but everything is not being exposed to the light. And we do have a retrograde in Mercury coming up during this time frame. And so there is this chance to slow down and do the inner work again. It is in Scorpio. No, it's not. It is... Mercury will be retrograding in Pisces. So there will be a chance to do a little deep diving, to kind of go back and take a look at what's going on in your life. And yes, it will be in Pisces. So doing a little soul searching again and figuring out what is behind the mask. And spending time with your spirit guides is really going to help you. Oh, look at this. April, discovering. This is where you have been seeking information. This is something that's been a process, right? This is a process, but it's panning for gold. So there's been a lot of sifting through things that don't work. But when you come out of this retrograde, that energy is going to allow you to figure out where it is. What do you find of value? Where are you headed? What is it that you want? So this is about finding something in your life that is very valuable to you, and then standing in your power here in May. Usually when I see present power, that means that there is a situation that is a little uncomfortable, that is a little difficult, and you're going to be required to step into your personal power, take up your personal space. See, when he has those two fierce lion and tiger on either side of him, his space becomes bigger. This is him commanding a larger space, right? So creating more space for yourself and standing in your power and saying, I'm in my authority here. And so it could be that you have to take on a new job with a lot more responsibilities. You need to step into your power. It could be in a relationship situation where everybody's running all over you. You step into your power and say, no, this is my personal space, my personal boundaries. This could be you trying to create work-life balance, and people are like crowding in and not allowing you to control your own schedule and stuff. No, this is my personal space. This is my personal boundaries. So this is you taking the stage, so to speak. So it could be that you are presenting something in front of a group. Maybe you are going to some kind of a conference and you need to step into your power and present from a space of authority. So this is a sense of authority there. So in July, is that July? April, May, June. Okay, so June we have fear. Okay, so I don't know what it is. I can't see anything right now regarding the nodes or anything. Something that stirs up the fear. I do know that if you felt the need to present power here, you may be wondering if you overstepped. Did you stepping into your power create issues or dynamics? I want to encourage you. The power of the energy of manifestation this year is so high. It's so potent that if you are spending a lot of time worried about what you're afraid of, you're going to manifest your fears. So combating that is going to become really important. And so when that happens, I want you to do your own little retrograde back into who you are and what you believe in and your true self and your true, loving who you are and believing in yourself and don't be afraid to take a risk. It feels like you're going to be kind of like, it almost feels like this feels more like kind of the energy of the Fool is what it feels like, which is weird because that's not what it looks like. But it's like, I'm afraid to take this leap of faith. And I think maybe you're going to be called upon to do that because it's going to create a big transformation in your life. There's something that you need to work through, and you need to face your fears. And I feel like courage will be important in order to create the transformation in your life that you want to during July, which is a very potent time for Cancer anyway, right? And then August, we have a decrease in energy. But I have to tell you, the energy is so, fall is difficult. And so I want to say take a time out and get a break in. I almost feel like you need to allow yourself, because it looks like this is kind of a very intense period. And so maybe what you need is to retreat a little into yourself, decrease how much you're out there in the public, and okay, so also plan ahead for a decrease in finances. As maybe you started a new job or something and you took that leap of faith, but it's a pay cut. So I heard finances. So make sure that you're preparing for a decrease in finances come August. But I also think this is a decrease in energy, as in you need to recharge, because this looks very potent and energy consuming. And so, you're going to need to regenerate so that when you get to September, you can start taking steps forward. And that's a beautiful, beautiful card, a beautiful energy. So this loss card is so interesting to me because when I see it, I don't feel negative at all. I always feel like that looks like somebody's missing the opportunity, but I don't think it's you. I feel like you're on the boat sailing away and someone's left behind going, wait, I missed my boat. And I don't think it's you missing the boat. Make sure that it is not you that misses the boat here come October. But October, November, December, the energies are really, they get intense again. And so this is kind of leaving behind what doesn't work in order to move your life forward in a positive way. And so there's some effort being set up during the summer months that I think allow you to take that opportunity. Oh, wow. So this is you sailing away into a new opportunity and into some really difficult energy, because that is definitely that dude on the boat. Oh, is that the same dude? Nope. I want to say prepare for be financially sound, but this conflict, this feels like between people. It doesn't feel like about money. Oh, look at this. You are going to be fine. Intuition and manifestation. There's some difficult months here, Cancer. Stay in contact with Spirit. Allow the transformation. Keep moving forward. It feels like a roller coaster. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So stay in the present moment. Enjoy where you are, but plan for the future, for the shocks, the difficulties, but keep taking steps forward and be willing to give up what doesn't work. And I think not everybody's going to agree with you. They're going to be like, what are you doing? And I think if you're being true to yourself, then you will be fine. So when other people are like, well, I don't know if I think you should do that, you know what? You follow your intuition. You listen to your heart so that you can manifest the changes in your life that you want by the time you get to the end of this year. So right here with the Ascended Masters, and we have silence, spending time in meditation with your spirit team during this time of eclipses, and it feels so important. This travel here, we have a miracle happening. My life is a miracle, so I feel like there's an opportunity on this travel to pay attention. Even if you're traveling for business, whatever, look for inspirations and ideas, and maybe the miracle is that all of a sudden you can afford to get to Florida for the winter, yay, or something like that. But it feels like You're going to learn something. So pay attention even if you're on vacation. This behind the mask, we have purification. My energy field is being cleansed of all I do not need. So withdrawing into yourself maybe to do a little of that work during that Mercury retrograde feels really important right now. So be willing to go in and assess what can you let go of. I think this is a big year of transition for you to get to this transformation place that's happening during those final eclipses, right? Because in July, we have that transformation happening, but we also have the final eclipses in Cancer and Capricorn axis. And so there is an opportunity to really change your life. So what haven't you let go of yet that you really need to in order to move your life forward? This discovery here is coming with the flow of the universe. Here we have grace. I gracefully accept the infinite love of the universe. So this discovery could be discovery of you. It could be discovery of your life purpose. It could be discovery of something important that you've been seeking. Present power. Commit to yourself. Commit to whatever this is. Commitment becomes super important. And then this sphere, you have communication. And so maybe you're afraid of who you need to talk to, what you need to tell them. I communicate from my heart, and love surrounds and protects me. This decision here, this thing that you're making this commitment to yourself, for yourself, you're going to have to tell some people, and maybe you're afraid that they're not going to like what you're saying because you're taking steps to move forward. And they may not like it, which could cause the conflict here. And by they, I mean, it could be a family member. It could be a relationship. It could be a job situation. It could be, maybe you got a great job opportunity and you have to move and your family's like, no, you can't leave the state, and they're left there going, wait, don't go. And it creates some dynamics that are difficult, conflict with the change. But this transformation is important. It creates fulfillment in your life. Joy abounds in all areas of my life. So listen to your inner knowing. It is not leading you wrong. And then this decrease here comes with the transformation. And so I am joyously centered and safe, and wonderful changes occur around me. So yes, this is decreasing your energy, pulling within yourself. It's kind of like the caterpillar. See, we have the butterfly there. Kind of like how the caterpillar retreats into the cocoon to transform. I think in order for you to, so August might be a really good time for you to take a break. Plan some time, some downtime, just alone, or at least go on a vacation or something. Wow, this taking steps. You have surrender. All is well. I surrender to my inner guidance. And we have power. I am a radiant and glorious being, but this goes with the loss. This one goes here. Okay, so you're taking steps. You're stepping into your power. Go ahead and surrender to whatever it is that you're releasing and letting go of. It is not going to hurt you. We have conflict and we have sanctuary. And so it says, I am divinely guided, gently and lovingly. So while this conflict, the storm is raging around you, stay centered into who you are. Know that you are loved and guided and being protected throughout this transition. Oh, this is weird. We have a bunch coming out. Okay. Intuition and manifestation. When you get through the end of this year and you are getting ready for next year, you have awakening, flow, and adventure. Your life is going to change dramatically, but first you got to wrap some stuff up this year. You need to finish the process of going through these eclipses. You use this opportunity when that Mercury retrograde is happening in your fellow water sign of Pisces to do the deep dive. Excuse me. To finish up whatever it is that's going on in your life that needs to be looked at one more time. It's reviewing, revising, editing, renewing your commitment. It's figuring out what you want and what you need. Be willing to take the risk and communicate to people what you're afraid of, what your plans are. And not everyone's going to be on board, and that is okay. Not everyone is going to be on board, but don't worry about it. Step out into the deep water anyway. And know that you are being guided and you are being protected, and your overall energy here is emerging. Of course it is. Of course it is. It is like a seed that is sprouting. I am emerging into light, with joy and ease. That is your mantra. I am emerging into light with joy and ease. This transition is about you falling in love with you, finding your purpose, knowing where it is you're going and what you need to do, and setting out on a new adventure by the time you get to the end of 2020. Don't let other people's expectations hold you back. You do what's right for you. Your superpowers for manifestation this year are you have the King and the Artist. Of course you do. I powerfully lead my mission and I create my vision. I lead my mission and I create my vision. Are you too? So yes, what is it that you want to do? You are about to create your life big time. You've been doing the hard work through these eclipses, and it's just one more round of those in your sign. Well, actually, we have two. We have the full moon in Cancer and then a new moon in Cancer happening this year. So plus that Capricorn one we just finished up, and then a full moon in Capricorn happening during your sun sign. So much energy here surrounding you to promote this change, to help you be the seed that sprouts and grows. And I imagine we're laying the foundation in this 2020, this structure year of 4. Capricorn energy all over it, which is also about structure. So laying the foundation, making sure everything's level, getting rid of the things that don't work in order to allow yourself to be ready for this awakening, this adventure, this being in flow with spirit as you wrap up the year. It's a big year of finishing the hard work of the past year. So it actually looks super promising. Super promising. And actually Saturn's been in Capricorn for a few years now. So this cycle feels a little more than just a year, right? It's been the last couple of years of building and getting ready and going through this. Okay. What? This is for your health, and it says yes. That's what it says. It just says yes. All right, so, but it's like an enthusiastic yes. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. Yes. Yes. Whatever it is that you are thinking, whatever you're trying to create, the answer is yes. That was supposed to be for health, and they just are like, yeah, no, don't let everybody, make you feel insecure, unsure, whatever. You're following your heart, creating, leading by example. It is beautiful. This is really nice. Really nice. Okay, a little bit about your love life. Guidance on that. So you're taking steps here in September with power, right? You step into your power. So the transition's happening during the summer. Okay, keep it simple. I like that. Start where you are and keep it simple. You have old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I love, thank you, wow, now, and cool. So keep it simple. When you're communicating what it is that you want, I love the idea of doing this. It is exciting to me. Wow, I can't wait. Thank you so much for your help and your guidance. So keeping it simple. This behind the mask thing, it doesn't says to me you don't need to tell everybody all the details of everything, but you need to believe in yourself and you need to believe in where you're going. And the great thing about feeling deep, profound, earth-shaking love is that you can start with anyone next. So if you are one of the Cancers it felt like earlier this year, like there were plenty of Cancers that were ending relationships and moving in a new direction. If you love someone deeply before, you can love somebody deeply again. Especially when I see true love here, there is a possibility that you are wrapping things up this year and transforming your life in order to move into a better position to be in a new relationship. Absolutely. It also could be if you know how to love someone else earth-shakingly, why not yourself, right? And do what's right for you and build your life the way you want. This looks really healing and ground lane that you do need to purify and let go of the situations in your life. And so use Mercury. That's what it's for. Use that Mercury retrograde in Pisces to really do the last of that work that you haven't quite gotten done yet. So that when you get to the eclipses, because we have 2 eclipses, we have 4. 5. We have the one in January, but we also have May, June, and 2 in July. So lots of opportunities to let things go. All right, so we have this one right here, 34. It's a 7. And we have 20. That one's about creating love. But let's start with number 34. It is called Red Native. From the time of the first man, every thought has been recorded within the collective consciousness. You can either draw from the source or you can consciously make a positive contribution to it. You have much wisdom within you, and it is time to share it. Red Native is calling you to begin imparting your knowledge with others. This can be in the form of talking. However, there are many ways to communicate. Whatever your choice, you are making lasting contribution by raising the collective consciousness near you. And so there's this period here, right, where there's a presenting your power and there's this communication, which I think you're going to be afraid to speak your truth, but speaking your truth will be important. And it doesn't matter if you're doing it in front of a stadium of 90,000 people, right? Or if you're talking to your best friend. Speaking your truth, being willing to step into your power will allow you to start the transformation process. And so whatever that is, and I think you discover what your truth is early in the year. Staying in contact with spirit, being willing to look for the miracles that change your life, and then being willing to let go of what doesn't work and discovering where it is that you want to go and what it is you want to do, and then making the commitment to it and communicating it, and then your life starts moving forward rapidly with you taking steps forward, you leaving things behind that don't work, and so it's going to feel a little bumpy in October and November, but it is for everyone. That is not special to Cancer this year. That is special for the whole planet. So this number 20 is Companion's Love. This card speaks of a passion, creation, and union between lovers. Allowing yourself to be truly seen and vulnerable is an important step in learning to trust. There are many levels of love which can be experienced, but this speaks of the deepest, most intimate of all unions. Through this deep connection, energy is in full flow. Love is source energy. Whether we experience this source alone, through meditation, or through our connection with another, it is still source. Enjoy it, play in it, slow down, allow yourself to fully embrace all it has to offer. And so again, I want to remind you that you are supposed to let your inner child out to have fun. So get out there, have fun, breathe that vitality back into your life. That raises your vibrational energy, and if you are trying to attract a new relationship in or deepen a current relationship, your higher vibrational energy will promote that kind of opportunity. And here with this Mercury retrograde might be a time to speak up, right? Behind the mask, where it says to be vulnerable and allow yourself to express. So maybe you have the conversations, or you start to think about what those conversations are and you get to them in a couple months. I'm not really sure here, but I think there's this energy of needing to allow yourself to walk through your own fears to communicate who you are. And I'm surprised we didn't get stand in your truth anywhere in here, but I have a feeling that is part of the process here of this transformation this year. So I'm really excited to see where this all goes. I am going to pull one more card here from these really cute little affirmation deck. Whoops. And let's just see what else we get for our final parting words of guidance here. But this looks like a year where you're setting yourself up for the adventure of a lifetime. Wow, you have 3, but I can't read this one yet. Okay, so perseverance. That's the one I couldn't read at first. Perseverance. Perseverance. So I always do a one word for the year ahead, and I almost picked perseverance for mine, which is so funny because I am a Cancer Sun, Venus, Mercury, North Node. So I might have to go back to that. It seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it. You just need to tackle it. Complain if it makes the job easier. Blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. And then you have these two lovely, lovely cards that came with it. You have connection and you have ideal partnership. I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnership and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I am looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. What I want wants me. What I want wants me. It could be if it's a partnership, if it's a business, if it's a success, whatever it is you want, it wants you too. You can reach that vibrational connection. And then we have connection. I am connected to the multitudes, and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort. When they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather, everyone is waiting to connect, and all I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. That's that vulnerability, right? From behind the mask, being willing to open up and allow others in. All I need to do is open up and pay attention, note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. Okay, so pay attention to what's going on around you. Open up and be vulnerable, but be willing to take some risks. You are leading and you are creating this year, and you are emerging into who it is you're supposed to be, and who it is you're supposed to, I wanted to say be with, but I don't even know if it's really that so much as though that opportunity is definitely here. Definitely. For some of you, that's it. For some of you, it's opening up to what you're trying to create in your space and your place in the universe, your soul's purpose. So remember to keep things simple. Start where you are now. Start taking steps to move forward. And fears are only real if you focus on them. So don't. All right? I will talk to you soon. Don't forget, what you want wants you.